Are you looking for a bike that's as fast as a sports bike, but comfortable for everyday use? We'll dive into the exciting world of naked bikes, those machines that combine power and agility with a design that takes your breath away. If you love bikes as much as we do, don't forget to support us with your like, follow the channel, and activate the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's explore the industry's gems ready to dominate the streets and highways this year. From technological innovations to cutting-edge designs, we'll analyze every detail that makes these bikes unique in their class. If you're a fan of naked bikes, this is your video. Let's get started. Vogue 525R. It's an evolution of the 500R and becomes the Chinese brand's big contender in the competitive A2 naked segment. Aside from the new colors, which are brighter than the previous version, there are no other design changes to this bike, which stands out for its angular lines that culminate in a small tail section with integrated rear lights. All lighting is LED technology, as expected in a bike filled with interesting features, such as the USB port, adjustable levers, and the new 7-inch color LCD digital instrument panel with Bluetooth connectivity. The most interesting aspect of the 525R is the new 494 cubic centimeters engine, which delivers 47.6 horsepower and 44.5 newton-meters of torque. It's a more linear and elastic engine that stands out for its ease of use and smooth operation. The compression is increased, and it features a new injection map developed by Bosch. The frame remains unchanged, with a perimeter steel frame bolted to the subframe. The swing arm is asymmetrical and made of aluminum. By modifying the fork angle from 26 degrees to 27 degrees, providing more stability at higher speeds. The suspensions, supplied by Kawasaki, include a 41mm inverted fork in the front and a rear shock with a link system. It also features renowned braking components, with Nissin radial mount calipers and 298mm discs in the front. The rear uses a 240mm disc with a single piston floating caliper. The tires are Pirelli Angel ST, offering versatile performance and grip under all road conditions. This powerful Chinese bike can be yours for €5,287. Husqvarna Vitpilen 801. It features a very unique aesthetic, inspired by roadsters, and has more intuitive ergonomics where the focus is no longer just on appearance, but on the joy of riding. Its minimalist design highlights the 14-liter fuel tank, which blends seamlessly with the central and rear sections of the bike, forming a single piece that also integrates the rider and passenger seats. The round LED headlamp has a daytime running light that forms a ring around it, while the rear light is part of the tail section. The blinkers are integrated into the license plate holder. The flat handlebars offer a more upright riding posture and can be adjusted to fit different rider heights. It is powered by a 799 cubic centimeters DOHC twin-cylinder engine that produces 105 horsepower at 9,250 RPM and 87 newton-meters of torque at 8,000 RPM. It has 3 predefined riding modes: street, sport, and rain, which influence traction control and throttle response. It also comes with anti-wheelie, engine brake adjustment, disconnectable ABS, quick shifter, and a standard anti-backlash clutch. Cruise control is optional. The front suspension uses a 43mm inverted fork with 140mm of adjustable compression and rebound travel, while the rear uses a 150mm WP apex shock with adjustable extension and preload. The braking system consists of dual 300mm front discs with J.1 4-piston calipers and a single 240mm rear disc with a mono-piston caliper. The ABS is tilt-sensitive and can be disabled on the rear wheel. The Vitpilen 801 also updates its digital instrument panel, which connects to your smartphone via a dedicated app. The 5-inch TFT screen is controlled by backlit buttons on the left switchgear. The connectivity allows you to control basic phone functions via Bluetooth, and the Ride Husqvarna app transforms the instrument panel into a simple arrow-based navigation system. This powerful Austrian bike can be yours for €11,995. Suzuki GSX-8S. It's a sporty naked bike suitable for 8.2 license holders and features a new 776 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, the same engine found in its trail sister, the V-Strom 800DE. The GSX-8S is positioned as a middle option between the SV650 and the four-cylinder GSX-900. The 8S shares a similar look with its bigger sibling, especially the sharp lines of the front headlight, which has a vertical orientation and LED technology. This engine delivers 83 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 78 Newton-meters of torque at 6,800 RPM. It has a 270 degrees crankshaft design, giving it a V-twin-like feel with excellent low and mid-range performance. Standard features include an anti-backlash clutch, bidirectional quickshifter, and a system to prevent the engine from overheating during low-speed maneuvers. The chassis is new and made of steel, and the suspension is by KYB. The front fork is non-adjustable, but the rear shock is preload adjustable. The braking system consists of dual 310mm front discs with 4-piston radial mount calipers, while the rear uses a 240mm disc. The information is displayed on a 5-inch digital TFT screen, offering comprehensive data. This beautiful naked bike can be yours for €8,999. CF Moto 800K. It doesn't forego an elegant aesthetic, but at the same time, it's aggressive and modern. The profile might seem minimalist, but the ergonomic lines and shapes make it incredibly unique, combining a more aggressive and sporty posture for comfortable and everyday use. The seat height is 795 millimeters, but with an optional seat, it can reach 830 millimeters for those who want a sportier and more dynamic solution. The inline twin-cylinder engine is the heart of the 800K and offers class-leading figures. The DOHC unit produces 95.2 horsepower at 9,250 RPM and a maximum torque of 79 Newton-meters at 8,000 RPM. With these torque and power values, it can reach a top speed of 220 kilometers per hour. The engine is just one of the many cutting-edge components of the most powerful naked model produced to date by Moto. The ride-by-wire technology offers different power deliveries depending on the selected riding mode, street, rain, and sport to adapt the bike to different riding scenarios. Stability is guaranteed by the KYB suspension, with a 43mm inverted fork with adjustable preload and hydraulic system at the front, and a monoshock with adjustable preload and hydraulic system at the rear. Its setup is an ideal balance between the sportiness needed to take corners and the comfort for urban riding. The 800K Advanced goes a step further, also equipped with an aluminum split handlebar, bidirectional quickshift, and steering damper. In the chassis, we find a tubular steel frame made of chromium molybdenum alloy, with the engine as an integral part of its structural function. According to the manufacturer, the result is agile and dynamic behavior, thanks to a total weight of 175 kilograms. Additionally, the 17-inch lightweight alloy wheels reduce the bike's unsprung masses. Fitted with Maxxis Supermax ST 2 radial sport tires, one 20/70 at the front and one 80/55 at the rear, which guarantee the best performance in all conditions. It is equipped with a braking system from the Spanish company J.1 with two 320mm front discs, with 4-piston radial calipers, while the rear has a single 260mm disc, all controlled by Bosch dual-channel ABS. It features an 8-inch multimedia interface display, the first touchscreen mounted as standard on a naked bike, and with the largest dimensions available on the market. It is also equipped with Bluetooth connectivity for helmets, smartphones, and watches, and is enriched with many other functions, starting with the keyless ignition with a range of up to 15 meters that allows activating indicators and a horn. The interaction between the user and the instrumentation can occur in different ways, through the intuitive buttons located on the left switch, voice commands, or directly on the touchscreen, optimized for use with motorcycle gloves. It includes the Moto Ride app navigation system, Apple CarPlay for iOS devices, and CarpetLink for Android devices, the T-Box, a 4G sensor that informs the rider of the vehicle's position. All software updates are delivered over the air through the app, eliminating the need to take the bike to the dealership. This muscular Chinese bike can be yours for €8,790. Kawasaki Z900. This year, Kawasaki has extensively renewed its Z900, one of the most popular naked bikes, which once again has a limited version for the A2 license. The pronounced Sugomi design is fully reflected in the new Z900, highlighting the more compact dual-front headlight than ever before and the 3D appearance of the rear light. New metallic details have been mounted on the seat with the Kawasaki logo, and other more striking ones on the brushed aluminum side. Overall, the bike offers a lighter image than in previous versions. As for the engine, it remains the 948 cubic centimeters inline four-cylinder, with minimal changes in maximum power figures, which is 124 horsepower and 98.6 newton-meters of torque. However, there are changes in its operation, having been worked on for better efficiency, achieving lower fuel consumption and emissions, while also improving its mid-range response for more effective riding. The Z900 comes standard with several riding aids, notably the quick shifter, one of the most missed elements from previous models. It also features a slipper clutch, traction control with 3 levels, cruise control, riding modes, and, as mentioned earlier, a 47 horsepower version for the A2 license. The introduction of an IMU represents a significant advance for a sporty bike like the Z900, especially when combined with a new braking system developed by Nissan with dual 300mm front discs and a 250mm rear disc. The 4-piston calipers are now radially mounted, which provides better feel and braking performance. The suspension still uses Showa components, adjustable in preload and rebound, both front and rear. Grip is also superior thanks to Dunlop Spormax tires. The new instrumentation not only increases in size, from 4.3 inches to 5 inches, but also in functionality. The main feature is the new Aero navigation system that works through the Radiology app. Optional voice functions can be added, but always through subscription. This Japanese beauty can be yours for €10,890. Honda CB1000 Hornet. It is the most powerful bike in the Japanese brand's naked family, with mechanics inherited directly from the sporty Fireblade. This model replaces the CB1000R, which had a neo-retro aesthetic, although it retains some components. There's a more equipped version called the Hornet SP. It takes advantage of the CBR 1000RR's mechanics, which guarantees reliability, smooth operation, and performance. We're talking about the 999 cubic centimeters inline four-cylinder engine, which offers a maximum torque of 104 newton-meters at 9,000 RPM, combined with its 152 horsepower, enough for almost limitless enjoyment on the road. It also improves component durability. The gearbox is adapted for different use than the Fireblade, with second to fifth gears optimized for a more stable use and a longer sixth gear to relieve the engine on the highway and reduce fuel consumption. This engine is fed by an electronic throttle with 3 pre-configured riding modes and 2 customizable ones, traction control and engine brake control, promising fuel consumption of 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers, which translates to a range of around 320 kilometers with its 19-liter tank. Honda uses its usual suppliers for the chassis, so we find top-quality materials that will allow for sporty riding with complete confidence. The steel frame is narrower and stiffer than the CB1000Rs, providing greater agility and handling than the previous version. However, the monoshock swing arm that accompanied the big Hornet for several generations is no longer present, replaced by a double-arm aluminum swing arm. As for the suspension, it features a 41mm Showa SFFBP inverted fork, adjustable in preload, compression, and rebound, while the rear shock is a Showa with a ProLink system, adjustable in preload and rebound. The braking system consists of dual 310mm floating front discs with 4-piston radial calipers and a 240mm rear disc with a single piston caliper, all supplied by Nissan. This bike is accessible to all heights with a seat height of 809 millimeters from the ground and a weight of 211 kilograms in running order. With the Hornet 1000, Honda recovers the sharp look of its naked bikes, leaving behind the neo-classic style of the previous generation. It's a matter of taste, but the sporty aesthetic is certainly very fitting for a bike of this character. The minimalist front LED headlight stands out, alongside the bulky fuel tank, characteristic of Hornets. The seat integrates perfectly between the tank and the tiny rear tail, giving a feeling of lightness to the whole bike. The passenger, however, has a very small seat area. Its equipment highlights the new 5-inch TFT display with connectivity via the RoadSync app through Bluetooth. The screen is a bit small for current standards, but navigation is simpler thanks to new backlit buttons. This iconic Japanese bike can be yours for €12,900. BMW R1250r. This is a roadster-style naked powered by BMW's iconic boxer engine. This model has undergone notable improvements in recent years, such as the introduction of the inverted fork in 2015, the BMW shift cam, variable valve timing in 2019, and its adaptation to Euro 5 standards in 2021. In 2023, its equipment has been further expanded, offering the option to add additional elements. What distinguishes the R1250R from other naked bikes in its category is, as mentioned, its engine. This power plant provides a very smooth and progressive response, especially at low and medium revs, while always maintaining very tight fuel consumption. It's a very low vibration engine that delivers 136 horsepower and a maximum torque of 143 Nm. However, the most important figures that show its performance are the 110 Nm of torque available between 2,000 and 8,250 RPM, and the 120 Nm available between 3,500 and 7,750 RPM. In other words, it's a very flexible engine with great pulling power throughout its entire operating range. This motorcycle boasts very advanced electronics, with several standard aids that can be expanded optionally. It features 3 riding modes: Road and Rain, which were present in previous versions, and the new Eco mode, which helps improve fuel efficiency. This Eco mode softens throttle response and limits engine torque. When riding in Eco mode, the instrumentation displays an efficiency indicator. If more power is needed at a given moment, such as for overtaking, you can simply press the riding mode button and press it again after the maneuver if you wish to continue riding most efficiently. In addition, it includes ASC stability control, hill start assist, new dynamic traction control, DDC, and dynamic braking control, and a Pro braking system, which comes as standard. This ABS Pro system operates even when the bike is leaning and adapts to the rider's riding style based on the selected mode. Additionally, the dynamic braking control is very helpful in emergency braking situations, as it prevents the unintentional activation of the throttle and adjusts the engine torque to reduce its power, making rear-wheel braking more effective. Optionally, the Pro riding mode can be added, which offers additional customizable riding modes, linked to the other controls mentioned earlier. This Pro mode includes dynamic engine braking control, MSR, which helps mitigate engine torque when making abrupt downshifts. Optional dynamic ESA electronic suspension is available, which automatically adjusts according to the selected riding mode. As standard, only the rear shock is adjustable, while the front fork is inverted. The rear swing arm is monolever with BMW's characteristic par-lever system. The R1250R features a 6.5-inch full-color TFT display controlled via the multi-controller located on the left handlebar. This multimedia system allows you to connect the bike to your smartphone via Bluetooth, making it easy to answer calls, listen to music, or follow navigation instructions in your helmet. With the free BMW Motorrad Connected app, you can access a simple navigation menu with arrows displayed on the screen, and you can also consult various riding data, such as the route taken, speeds, fuel consumption, maximum lean angles, etc. The rider can choose from several display options, including a sport mode that shows real-time lean angle and ABS and traction control intervention levels, among other data. It also includes a standard USB port, intelligent emergency call system eCall, and full LED lighting with DRL. Optionally, The R1250r can be equipped with adaptive LED headlights that pivot according to the lean angle. Finally, it's possible to fit optional heated seats with independent operation for the rider and passenger, in combination with heated grips. This beautiful German bike can be yours for 16,426 euros. Each of these bikes invites you to challenge the limits and live the road with passion. But beyond technology and design, what matters is the connection between the rider and their machine. That feeling of freedom, control, and pure adrenaline. So, which of these jewels calls you to adventure? Which one will be your companion on the road to new experiences? If you want to learn more about any of these bikes, feel free to leave a comment, and we'll gladly help you. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support us with a like and follow us to keep growing this motorcycling family. Safe rides to everyone!